Hey guys, today we are going to learn how to draw and paint a sweet sloth. You don't have to paint it. You can color it in with colored pencils, crayons, markers. You can do oil pastels. So feel free to choose however you would like to color in your sloth. The first thing we are going to do is show you how to draw it. So you'll want a pencil. I am going to use a permanent marker simply so you can see the lines that I am drawing. So here's a practice sketch I did, and I'm going to go back over it with the permanent marker to show you exactly how to draw it. And again, you'll want to use a pencil and do it lightly if you are going to be painting it. If you're coloring it in with markers, you can choose if you would like to use a permanent marker. Okay, so we're gonna start at the top and draw the head, which is sort of like an oval. If you don't want the flowers on it, you don't have to put them there. You can just continue the line around for the head. But we're gonna put in some cute little flowers. Then we are going to draw the face. Nice smiley there, and a cute little nose. Draw the round circles for eyes. Another circle in the middle for a highlight. And this is that area around the eyes that is darker. Thin little line here and here because sloths have a snout that extends out a bit. All right, and now we're gonna do the arms. So here, you're going to follow that same line and then draw a line going in to show that the hand's bending. And then draw the claws that are going around the face. And then the shoulders. My 2-year-old is very excited about Mickey right now. And then we're gonna do a tree in the background. So curved line, then sort of a V shape here. Another diagonal line going down to the claw. Another V here with a parallel line to this line. And then extend it out. And I'll probably add more leaves in as we're going along. And that's the basic outline. Now, if you find this extremely challenging, we will have a template on our website again that you can download, print off, and you can sketch it on your canvas or painting paper with graphite paper. Next, we're going to show you how to paint the sloth. For our paint colors, I have a burgundy, ivory, a warm gray, dark brown, lime green, a peach, and peanut butter has metallic gold, mint, pink, purple, So we are going to focus on using browns and grays and the ivory for the sloth. And the reason I have a few dollops of white here is because I'm going to be mixing those with the red to make lighter color like pink petals and lighter orange petals and some highlights on the leaves and the brown for the tree trunk, and we'll just need some blue for the sky in the background as well. So what you'll need are your paintbrushes. I have a large, a medium, and a small paintbrush, a cup of water, and a rag. And let's start with painting our background first. So we're going to take some blue paint, and it doesn't have to be just one solid blue color. You can give it some dimension, and I would encourage you to use a couple different colors of blue for some dimension. And we're just going to carefully go along the edges with our brush that's a little wet. And you'll just kind of paint up to the edge of where the flowers are. It doesn't have to be perfect. We can always go back in and fill in any gaps, like between the fingernails and stuff like that at the end. My kids used my template, but they added some extra things in, like clouds and sunshine. You can feel free to do that as well. Use your creativity, your creative freedom to add in any additional accessories you want. You can put a crown on your sloth. You can totally take the flowers out if that's not your style. And now I'm going to start on the tree trunk with some dark brown. And use a smaller brush for the smaller branches. Okay, and with a damp brush and a small brush, try to put in some details with a creamy color or a light brown on your tree trunk. And I'm just very lightly putting some paint on. I think I'm going to take some gold too, just to give it a little bit of warmth, which you could easily do if you don't have gold, just use the light brown. Okay, I'm going to paint my sloth a grayish brown. So I'm just taking some brown and some gray on my brush, and I'm trying not to blend it in too much because I want it to look like the hair. So take those two colors and just lightly put them on. See how that's looking like hair?
Mm-hmm. What is it?
And I'm gonna make the arms look lighter than the body so that you can tell that they're in the foreground and not the background blending into the body. So I might take some white and mix it in with that. And again, I'm using a larger round brush. And this technique is sort of like impasto, but I'm not really putting the paint on as thick. And if you've never heard of impasto, that is a technique where you take lots of paint on your paintbrush and you just kind of load it on your canvas, and it gives the effect of something without having to get extremely detailed. So it's kind of an abstract way of painting. Okay. Nice, a pink one, I like it. So try to take some of that pink and maybe some white on your paintbrush, and then you can put it on thick like this without blending it in, and give it the effect of hair.
Okay.
So I have darker paint around the edges, and I'm going to take some lighter paint, that ivory color, and start blending it up toward the face.
Like yours.
And my brush is pretty dry right now for this technique. And as we get to the nose area, we want it to be lightest because their noses actually stick out like a snout. And around the eyes is where it's darkest. So we're going to take dark brown around the eyes. And then down by the mouth, we're gonna take a darker color. And for those detailed areas like around the eyes, we're going to take a small brush and fill it in. And I'm putting just a dark color right between the hands. I'm gonna make the fingernails a little bit lighter so that we can tell they are fingernails and not fur. So I'm just taking some ivory paint. And for the eyes and nose, I'm going to take a darker brown or black. If I had black, I would use black. But I am actually all out of black, so I'm going to use a really dark brown for the eyes. I will probably go around the eyes with a black Sharpie just because I don't have black paint and the dark brown I used is pretty close to the brown around the eyes, so I want to give it some more definition. Now we're going to do our leaves. So I'm going to use my round brush again. I'm going to get it a little damp. I'm going to pick up some green with some dark brown and some white. So I have a few colors on my brush. And I'm just going to start creating the shape of leaves. So for my leaves, I added some dark brown and a darker green and then some white at the top to give it a 3D look. And now for my flowers, which are really fun, I'm going to do a base color. So I'm going to take some pink and swirl it around. And thank you. I'm going to take a lighter pink now and swirl it around. So sometimes I like to use a lot of paint. And I'm going to take some white and swirl it around with that. See how it makes it look kind of like a rose? And then for my smaller flowers, I'm going to take some of that peachy orange color and start creating my petals just by going from this way to the inside. You can feel free to do as many colored flowers as you want. You can also add in some yellow in the middle of the flowers for the pollen. And do some little gold flowers here. And just pushing down with my brush like this. And I'm going to take a little bit of green and add some leaves in. So hopefully you guys were able to see in the last couple videos the details of what I was doing. It got pretty dark and my phone was having trouble focusing. But here are the highlights of the roses and the flowers and the gold that I added in and the leaves that I added in. So here's the finished product of my sloth painting and my 8-year-old sloth painting. I think they turned out so cute. I had a lot of fun creating this painting with you, and I know my kids did too. And of course, we hope that you had fun too. Please be sure to tag us on social media and show us your artwork. We would love to see it. Here's my 6-year-old. She wanted to show you guys as well how hers turned out. Very cool. So tag us on social media. We're on Facebook at Wild Free and Crafty and also at the Rustic Orchid Creative Workshop. And you can also comment on our video that we post on there with your pictures of your artwork, or you can post with the hashtag Wild Free and Crafty to tag us in your artwork. Thank you guys so much for joining us for another art lesson. We're so excited to create art with you again tomorrow, and we hope you have a wonderful day. Bye guys.
Bye.